As we head into hurricane season, tens of thousands of Floridians are paying much more for their homeowners insurance or being dropped altogether. Lawmakers claim new legislation that just passed will offer homeowners some relief.
Some say the law is just lip service at best. News 6's Lewis Bolden investigates.
We never made any claims, nothing. We've always paid on time, and we still were dropped.
Susie Blanchard says the stress started when she got this notice of non-renewal from her homeowner's insurance, saying her policy would be dropped in early April. The reason? Her 18-year-old roof.
I went kicking and screaming, not wanting to get a roof, first of all.
But she says no other company would insure her, and with the clock ticking until her policy expired, she felt she had no choice.
Did you think, if I get a new roof, my problems will be solved?
Absolutely.
Blanchard says she took the lowest bid, paid more than $14,000 for a new roof, plus another $5,000 to have her solar panels removed and put back on. But the insurance problem wasn't solved.
What was the process like for you trying to find insurance?
Well, after we got a new roof, brand new roof, it was just very difficult to get insurance.
Blanchard's former insurer was St. John's. Just weeks after her non-renewal letter, the company was liquidated. It was the state's 8th largest insurer with 170,000 policies at one point. It joins a list of other Florida insurers now being liquidated.
Look, it's a very challenging climate. We're in a crisis.
This legislative session, Representative Nick DeSiegli filed House Bill 863, which has been referred to as the Home Hardening Bill. It was also promoted by Florida Chief Financial Officer Jimmy Patronis.
Having your home hardened and a little more information in the hands of your insurance agent will end up equating to savings.
News 6 took a close look at the legislation, which passed the House and Senate and was included in a tax package. Having your home hardened means replacing your windows and doors with impact-resistant windows and doors and impact-resistant garage doors if your house wasn't built with them. The legislation allows a 2-year period where consumers won't have to pay sales tax on the items, but there is no mention about savings on homeowners insurance.
Is there any guarantee from insurers that homeowners will get a break on their property insurance?
No guarantee. This could add up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in sales tax relief, which I think would go a long way for a lot of folks.
But it could also come up to tens of thousands of dollars that consumers have to pay out of pocket on the front end.
Sure, there's no question about that.
But that doesn't sit well with consumers like Blanchard.
To put in new windows, to put in doors, for like my house, I've had that estimated before, and that was like $30,000. That's not a discount. There's no oversight. You're hoping the insurance company will do right by the homeowner.
The home hardening legislation still has to be signed by the governor. He is expected to sign it, and it could happen any day. The governor has also said that he is open to having a special legislative session to deal with property insurance reform. So that is something else we will be watching.
Lewis, I feel like this is a story everybody should be talking about. Everybody's kind of distracted with a lot of other things, but this hits a lot of Floridians. So what did happen to all those people who had that St. John's insurance?
Well, some of them were canceled. That's what happened to Susie Blanchard. And then a company called Slide picked up about 140,000 policyholders. Many in the industry thought those people would have to turn to Citizens Insurance, which is the state-backed insurance of last resort. Now, Citizens has about 800,000 policies. They say they are adding about 5,000 policies per week.
Wow.
The problem is they're not meant to be that big. Some experts in the field say if they hit 1.5 million policies and we have a major hurricane, it could wipe Citizens out.
And then would taxpayers be on the hook to bail them out?
Oh my gosh. The thing is, insurance issues in Florida right now are no joke. And I agree with you, Matt. It's not enough people are talking about it, but it affects everybody.
Absolutely. We were talking in the break. It seems like we all know people who are personally being affected by this. I know someone with a metal roof that's relatively new, 20 years old, and they say it has to be replaced.
Which is insane because that's supposed to be one of the longest lasting roofs.
Correct. Yeah. All right, Lewis Bolden, thank you. All right.